there, another week and another topic on immigration. And today I thought, why not talk about something that you and me both hear at parties? There are students that go overseas, they study in Canada, but what are the prospects of these students, or what is the scope of these students once they're finished with their studies? And I thought, let's talk about that today, since there are a lot of students, March, April being the time that a lot of colleges in India have exams, they finish with their exams, and that's when the student is thinking, why not go for further studies to Canada, either September or January intake. And here I am to tell you what should ideally a student be doing after they are completed with their studies in Canada. The most important thing to remember when you are selecting a course, especially if you're thinking in long-term perspective after you've finished your studies, is that you should preferably choose a course which is it's a post-secondary course, and the institute should be a public. And the reason why I say that it must be a public post-secondary institute is that private colleges that are offering the same courses that a public college is offering do not have much of a scope for students once they are completed with their studies. So a student who passes out of a private college must secure a labour market opinion from an employer in Canada before they start working with the employer. However, Immigration Canada changed the rules for students who pass out of public colleges have the option of applying for something called a postgraduate work permit, and the work permit depends on the length of the academic course that the student was enrolled in. Now, a student who's applied for a one-year course has completed the course, gets a one-year postgraduate work permit, but students who pass out of public institutes, public colleges, and have completed a two-year course in Canada get a three-year open work permit. The concept of an open work permit is that the student does not require an employer. All they require is they need to ensure they send Immigration Canada the fact that they are eligible to graduate out of this course, and they are given work permits on the basis of the fact that they have graduated. Now, these are open work permits, is not employer specific, and does not restrict the students in terms of the hours of work, etc. Also, students who have passed out of public colleges also have the option of applying for something called the Provincial Nomination Program for International Graduates. Provincial Nomination Program is an immigration program which leads to permanent residence at the end of the procedure. What happens ideally is a student who's passed out of a public institute, and there are certain fields that they must pass out. They find an employer who says that we are willing to hire you on a work permit, and also at a later stage want to sponsor you for your immigration or nominate you for your immigration. The student must stay with the employer, especially in British Columbia, till they must continue working with the employer till they get their immigration. And once they've got their immigration, of course, since they're permanent residents of Canada, can change jobs. So here is an advice for a lot of students out there who are planning to apply for colleges in Canada. Preferably choose public institutes, public education institutes, and post-secondary courses in public colleges, or if it is a private institutes that are allowed to confer degrees and recognized to confer degrees. So if you need any help with your study permit, we can always help you with the study permit application in India or whichever country you're applying in. Or we can tell you the documents that are required, the procedure that the study permit goes through, what is an acceptance letter, etc. So you can get in touch with me. My name is Divya Bakshiarya. I'm a licensed immigration practitioner by CSIC or one of the DIVA Immigration Services counselors. Have a great day.